dia good mon seba ebe ramu timi de man ne ye benada koma ye de baro e dos ye papa ni na mo ye behe na ye ramu na so no de open kwa ye timi e di aba fi se de be ki aba after no ye be ko amanone lutake de ye be ko akwa ram na amanone sema odona atwa so kama pre timi da mamedino ABOU DIABY na sharon so se ne Nema the Dadia UEFA Champions League, you know, Japan so the big game, no, Luta the update Aurora, Ebe Rametimia Meza Zenra, press conferences, you know, 18-year course, so head of the game, no, coaches in a Bomodi, 18-year Casa, Barcelona, a Roman Chelsea, area Kwa Kubo, no, you say, anyway, Siako, Mono, Ebe Ramedia, other games, you know, or the whole set of about. Ababe twaso etimiara mana fe news ebo etimiara ba FIFA U17 World Cup no ya baro the grand finale you know the update ne ba Austria and Portugal and around the final na honsem no city no de ba Manchester United ni nimza ade na yeyi barenra Idrissa Gana Gay ekokoje red card nyina echi no Everton ababa be ramo Old Trafford abechiman United asho mo ka ba kwa omo entini anti oro wonsem no enso eba yebera amofie sere meke na bediki aba na ya hwede honorable sports minister koma wedi na wani HM Obuno regional regional minister honorable Joseph Ade na peimpano abomode etini akasa ne nkomode atudwaro ne na hwe na ye de ram di amount arope no wa join live on Fakye TV what time video no so on Facebook kube follow wa like wa share wa comment and we Fakye TV on YouTube when you wa be subscribe and kama pa wa like wa share wa comment na nema de yeri ama Habib Mohammed Ricardo Vaz Maestro or Taichi Benaz the executive producer with Ayu Kofi Philip MP and Afisono MC Maligio Caesar a display there's a boy so aka bomo ebo djuma so ebo amane makoye pa etini erema okwaramsi awa baby girls no head postiga Benedicta Asare era face no Aki Ola Junior Chidi the programs manager Abe Kukeku Oche omu yire boy ye chidom na djuma de no ye di erameda ma Lord Asamoah ejan kamba na chi ane ne ni abre presence ni team Chelsea ejina kono nanso no yere yen ka se njeje na ejeje a ana eje kre erebeba bi ko ba bia no ye wo hobi ye de no di a big match no nkomo no na me di eram kama pa so etimi area ma na yamra na your fast that kese reko efama ya boafo dada you know mu kra se maka area chose Millennium Constructions omedjuma no omudi no ya de edamufu a edamu shonko exam so ba wo sister mu 15 to 20 solid years a omo no bia enya asem da otumu zapa djuma no omoboro ya de ho te akono ena fe ye besa boa ma de so na bamti adanse woni ma bia na wabomode etimi a contact yomo ena omo edi nkomo titu wa manone opasase ato opefi ato eno nso echi no opeso ofie na dada e renovate de ma na mpo no yesimu no chian ede ma wa o contact yomo be ede ama no omo yanka emfancho ze Xmas no ene 25th November na za kada ne kakra bi na afe ne ko na wieye na ye baba be di bronya na de tie ne ze Millennium Constructions in paying for say ya bomb modern ya yen hihyepa era mo customers Xmas we na hihyepa na cheze yezi ne wa wo pass ase e wa dankwa me no oma bomb modern discount kese pa eda so ze half plot na ope full plot and pay quarter plot and pay no eri omo abomodern yesi contact omo na ne omo nkasa ya titu su se hum e wa dankwa me emeze wo krom pa edu ne omo edi nkoma na onso no watwi aketu bi na wajibi na aboa na nyama koyie pa etimi area amount for number no 0244 274084 0244 na aboa na ne oso ko na kokojo de na makase japade ene se ne wo asase dawa oba besi fie si so na wadidi ho a ama o ma ba be didi ho onana beba bedidi ho onana nkanso abeba bedidi ho ni nyina no Millennium Constructions na abomode e de randuere adankwa me ha ya ne mbo no so ya de a e wo fom papa Millennium Constructions we build your dream o madaroma arope bi e baba begina mo ebo adwuma na de man ti ma me na mo quick me kwere ba pe me ram na afia fisem no ashase etime da mam All right, Samba Makwa be mere Bajma di Kesiero Sia Bomodena, Yasha Komono Asidia, Maminya Masem Kakra, Nainu Mohamed Shaban, Eramu Ewa Summer Boyko, Ene Cynthia Alfende Conland, Ani, or Ramo Bejuma, Etimiera Masamates, Edin Komo, Didikano, Obisa, Zediano, consider ne, or Koya, Wasia Baba Rabbe Bejuma, Etimi Area Masamates ladies, and I say, and Cynthia Fendep, Ebomodin and Komono, Ediche.
I don't know, but I just wanted to have a feeling of how Summer Boy is. I've never heard the name Summer Boy. Until the contract came, I was like, wow, where is this place? They said it's in Western Region. I was like, okay. But let me come, it's good, fantastic. I love the place and it's lovely. That's what I just said. There are changes. For example, I've never played at the southern side. This is my first time. But I could see that the things that were happening back then, most of the things have totally changed. There's improvements. Bravo to the GFA president and his staff. They are much, and now you can see, now they can watch us on television. Our time, nobody was watching. Just maybe less short videos they will see on Facebook. But now they are watching us. Our second match, we played it was live on Max TV, which is a very big improvement to the ladies' side. So,
until lawyer commander Bayani Altuyacheze, Altese. Eri Obaba be run no na contract down on Tisio Bibia, your from Summer Boy, but Obaba be run on Tampa on a day papa, and now Hoy Bibi Kama Kamo Girisebois, Ama Nema Kuye Pere Aman after all, and on James at the Ghana Football Association, Moma Basizan, and Bibi Criminal, no more, no more crab in Biaha. Na a short video sade e babonti but ne e robu games in live o bibia e boama ne makoye permano santo aso ebisado zema obaba join teammate no all new mobile be adwuma no kwan be ene e fa so welcome no obaba hwe omo no se na ne so felicity say and obomode no so ode to aso.
Yeah, actually, I met them in Techman. I traveled from Tamale to Techman. Okay. I was in Max. The way I was dressed, they couldn't recognize me until we got to Sunyani, where they were doing the preseason. So when I came, I didn't even remove the mask. We went for dinner. Then I can't eat with the mask on. So when I removed my mask, then some people were like, hey, she's actually down in Cynthia. So some of them came to me, they were like, So the following morning, some didn't actually see me because from then I went. So the next morning, my first training, after training, coach did the introduction. Then the guests were like, they were lovely, like the way they welcomed me, they were happy. They were like, wow, what I thought you should be here. We are happy to have. And I was also actually happy the way they welcomed me.
Until lawyers somebody told so now just a queer fast welcome no na idea now every year papa shasiano there's our body no smacks in namwa usho more ewo techi man on techi and omuzo big fish aba wa baba be ke ho ana is a DJ no ya dia na no ede obisa no ze me pressure bi down so na because obi already mu so oba you know omra no ma me konkoden with the level no na bibia wa ko ede adu no say e no so obo de ya no.
But no, I'm not under any pressure at all because, like I said earlier, this is their first season. The experience level is low, from division all to Premier. I think we are getting there. If you watch our previous matches, then the last match we just played, you can see much improvement. And now they are beginning to accept the reality. We are actually playing the Premier League. So I'm not under any pressure. Like I said, this question has been asked. When we were in the AFCON, I was conceding, they were like, what? I said, no. If a goalkeeper doesn't concede, you see yourself to be the best goalkeeper, you know. Like you I don't know how to put it. You might not want to learn or work extra. Yeah. But when you concede, we learn from our mistakes. Yeah. So if I concede, I have to, this goal I concede, I have to work towards it. What didn't I do right? So, you know, from there you are going gradually. So I'm not under any pressure at all.
Until lawyer command MON-FRI Shaban, the Black Queens #1, Cynthia Colland Fendep, Oneno Kokokusho Summer Boy. And I know there's a pressure being in it. So, or craft no crown no consider and comfort cano. And also your goalkeeper near my BC no near there to Abane or no ba Ababe to us. You remember them commando dona 18 year round, but if you're near Ramo ministry, no, or Masuarian come Honorable Kofi Adams, the sports minister. Now, Irikano, and if the minister now, what it 11 wonders in some no, and a coach we ba no call, yes, it no. A compound fufu any place no na what is uncommon na ona ne e ba ne sport ni ramu bibia oda no no there na carry foul say no bomode e ka say the foul
They decide that every month we want to put even a 10 cedi to support just our club, or even a 5 cedi. If they put a 10 cedi, that is what we are making from 100,000, you are making almost 1 million. You are making 1 million. If they put 5 cedi, you are making 500,000. What it is that you will not be able to do. But because we don't take our fan bases serious, they don't really see why they should even commit their resources. They don't. Some of them don't even buy the jerseys. But you see the person spending money to buy a Liverpool jersey, to buy the other jerseys that are very far away from them. But their own teams here, they won't even buy them. So, first and foremost, they must take the management of the fan bases a little bit serious. Through that, they will be able to improve their finances and to deal with some of these situations. But it's unfortunate that at the time, an arrangement has been done where clubs started the season with 1 million Ghana cedi, which had never happened before. You will have such a situation. I don't know how much these players are owed. I don't know how much the coach, the technical team is owed. But I want to appeal to the players to continue to play for the jersey and play for the club. I'm sure that they will resolve these issues because some of these actions mars the game. They decide that every month.
The Honorable Sports Minister, the Atuja, Chese teams, do baby or Moniama, no, need your moody rammy buayana areho. Zedne, or Mober crown or more fans, no, yet your monia Huniama be or Moya Bebo, no one yet da. And this a day, only paro or no support to team nona, a baneso, MON-FRI camera, Mishimana, Men Concoto Club, the JC Crow, yes, na a hano. Basadi Pacronano, Ujana, na Real Madrid JC bar. About the Ricardo Arwa for Ricardo, Madrid JC no. Awe one nibia ba na anabenya third one nibia mame obenya home one no subia ma bu otimi kabum na watomi ensani nyina but oyiska to club na nkaso support wo Ghana ni JC a na eha ne kakra osini nyina na ye nhyehyɛ ne niema bi a odiri sɛ ye nhyɛra mfa ngu na kwan mu yie ezanse ye ma supporters ni mu so omo so wo mfa so otwia bibidi ama club no fa so se no obenya ebeboa na niema deda yie pa etimi ede amom na nso ni nyina mo no ya ne de am ze mo fanche mi ano pio mo bomi fita du ku ka hwe omo ntie ye omo pe na ye omo ya ni nyina mo na mbo ama ne man koye pa after no ye zam bisa de ze eni nkomo akra in various stadium wo Ghana ha no ehun nsem no sen opipa isi etie bi o ze bi mu obi bi mu ni bi eno nso krechi no ebi mu omu obi no si ye maintain kra no ya na ho asem na ede na eno nso de na aka erefa ho no yesi no Honorable Kofi Adams ebo mo de jai.
And we need to have at least a minimum 4 CAF approved facilities. So you can always have, or you can rotate and alternate. This whole thing about having only one is not good. I think that our AC point should be CAF standard. Baba Yara should be, Aliu Mahama Stadium in Tamale should be, and then of course the Ohinijan Stadium also in Accra should be. These 4, so that you have alternative, that you can go anywhere, depending on what is happening, depending on what it is that you really want to do. But because you don't have, you tend to restrict yourself to just Accra, and so I hope that we are able to work very hard.
Lawyer Komoria to your chest and was here when I very stadium. Etimi Ekoko Stadium betimi host international competition binti no mredo so a oro wani hwehwema na wa uzo match we there o he call up we ne say the university a yen konkobo na na wa ha we o he call up ne city a yen konkobo re ha ze boy a wasi so a baby girls bibre o hwe na na nwen ne ma bibre ho because otu nani a we wa ha o hwe a we wa ha o hwe a we wa ha o hwe a we wa ha but ya manage ba kono de ya na aye yi kakra but ni nyina mu no nyaminti yara so gina ma honemu a ye bo adwuma ko anim na nema eda ye peti medem o wie no ero so be se ne institutions awodo na omugiri so omo de beboa na yen sport no akọ animu no omomra na nkomodidi awodo na no yen fan ramu na mboa na bibia enko yen fama Ghana sport say do wie na se no opo mode etimedi twato.
And this is where I call on the corporates and even individuals to respond once the sports fund gets established. So it can go a long way to help us in terms of sports infrastructure, athlete welfare, and many other ways that we could do things. We don't have to depend heavily on government support or sponsorship only to do infrastructure and athlete welfare. But the fund itself, into which the corporate, both public and private, will contribute and individual will contribute, will then be able to be financially strong to support sports infrastructure and sports development. And this is where
here command the honorable sports minister Bomo area to ya na is a the otunsa for individual bia na simple or company bia who be here so be baba supporting a sports fund e de e bara bo na kakrakra nyama de ye pretty medama yemfiona yenko yanim still yerasu jamu din komo the Bono regional minister honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa Esquire. Now you catch us here about the Bono regional ministers cap no yetimi e de launch no etimi ramu sunyane T24 December Ediana Football Club who still recruit Chelsea answer na that game never consecutive raise no ebeye bofo akwatano e no mojo mo na so no mo ene bobo kwe from BA United etimi de aboni na honkomo no ene dwumadi na se na na ebi so honorable yenimze bono e region ba kwa atete nkofo pa or from the U17 no Ekoko Ramo a main national team no a man and member in a do na no ye ba before mu fi bono we Premier League ya yebo teams e wo en kan e bono half no omo teams in a door so pa na eba ne stadium a yen sheda ni standard one bia e wo ha dey ombebo ade abo mo matches impo kasai na nka kase 24 December that big game we no enke bo no Sunyan Coronation Park anke bebo aba enye edie ye fi o de ko Akwaku Ramo na bo park odoma enko na opeyin mo ma bayin hye be na mo ye beboa amabon so enya stadium na nema akoyere abomo sei honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa Esquire ebomo de etimi ya no
they share by the time abanwe every 2 minuno and as a member they say by the time I beto abano na Sunai Bono region enya be fitting eyadea yetu wana mo ye pa na me maka se yempe mini stadium because ye wo ba bi wo ho a omo ebeye mini stadium ye yempe because region no ye ni stadium nti ye pe fuwa na se ye gi mini stadium kura na ne ye gi se bi asisi ye ni bi na omo ase ye be si fuwa amaye enti mon kama ho antumo ye pe stadium a ye betime ye bibia ye betima ball football wo so ye betima tumrika wo so ye betima ye bibia wo so capacity no ye kese pa because yen so ye deserve so enya stadium Bono region beto ho enyenne Bono region and the twa hafo every one twa Bono east every one enti enye region ketwa
Eltia lawyer command no the Bono regional minister they are to ya teze munya abotre atrebo oze enkonkosi se omo no mfi akonya no so nko na omo abomode bibidi ahye Bono mpatamu ni monyam na the etiane is oze omo didi nkomo ba be mini stadium area room regions out on aba na ho no mo ye bi krama na store obehwe so mbomode aye kese pa o metimi dia ye bibia na nema akoyire amom na after no no mo zanto aso bi sa ze na yamuze na astrote bi abanda de twem no no ye bi o miame ahodo ne ade na maba mu to aso na no no ho asem na nkasa no se ne sitie se re no so obomode etimi yi ya no
in fact no crap pa e was asem we and say ye buy no most of the astrotes no kraka bi ene ho ti ye nim funding kra na omode yesa we no nti ama senke bae ena ye hu ba bia na omode sika eyesa de na nke beto aso but eno kra mpo no ye ne mpanfo Ministry of Local Government eni eyi edi ho nkomo seriously okwo wamfie doma aha de ni nyina yenim the funding source wana omode ye sa astroturfs abanso de oba oto anema so enti yegusu a eno so ye mu hwehwemu ko bi so mo hu ade ana omo ye timunya nto boase na ye de nia ebibia ye papa na menso me wo he de ade papa nko na me prese mrabo no men kopre
Tiamo ye commando Radichema de Bono Regional Minister Honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa ni oye lawyer kese pa na onto din nkoma o de niama odo na egugu na kwam ni na no ni ga campaign for omone na akan e de aboma ebo mode na 24 December that big game no eramu the Regional Ministers Cup oro wani chemo bono patamwa na jeze 24 ne de afashe kese pa odoma nkro na ni ejepeni akoso no ni yedi nkomo echeche niam odiri se nei ono wo so no oberhe no aboaye era ma bono patamo na yanzu ikruma ye dedede na bibibi akoye kama peda mezan se ya bredodo ya pa me akasa binti tisisi de emzo no abomode na no tomorrow na abwana to tena dadi yanko eni ni nkomo sari karam so coacha ex Brekum Chelsea Kotoko your national teams in them ze wa fa bibia ejana na so abojuma so dem Ashanti go now the okoja at a youthful age Real Madrid Tico Madrid esan baba be Real Tunisia ekofa nse bibiri krame na so ma sanshi bi Real ma na just ye ban na football no kra no ntime money ade ano no abomode ono ani page or video aba be din koma cheche mu sa asem no ne sa mre no ne me koso ye tie ne nsem na kakra obomode yetime ade tuja.
You guys remember say your qualifier call African Youth Championship Award Togo, that was 2007. During the tournament, I had a great tournament. I was the one who scored that goal and we were able to win the bronze medal in that championship, in that tournament. And then after the tournament, some of the Tunisian players came to me and said there was a guy offering a tour sportive de Sahel. He's a team manager there and he wanted to speak with me. Until the number man say, because those days, we were not having like agency manager and all that, Club are now open. Sa club so I was a player of Goldfields during the tournament. My agent Biancasa. Until after the tournament, we went back to Ghana and I called by. So when the call came,
my baby biemu paramati na mo enjoy be a nice story ono ere bauza semba ya na nipa no no ni nyame nko anim na mo betra bibia keka de mo pa bro no aba be chichitiwia ne ba me hwe na mo na ya boana ne makoyere amakro bia komase asante korokoguso e prepare nyambo ochno mo ne ba security stars na nra oro ani chiemo asankregwa SHS aho no mo modern recovery session no etinyeru amuntu join na ahwe ya mo recovery no na na da so a otumuza mpa na bibibia ededa na kwam kama pa etimi ede mo na omo hwe na omo atraining na bibia akoyi etimera mo na nra peni kohwe izanze asankregwa na jeza asanko SHS no kwada no mu fili kotoko bruta na asma me kwan omo fa so welcome kotoko team no ni dedi na omo ye no na nya de keto akra si na fili no na isietie. Dialogue said almost fast so work canteen no na we ni nyina ekoso no na number 1 PA to mu kama na kwazi we na che penalty no na mana ye hwe fans kakra no mo de makama na mu kokowura mu e wa Sankregwa SHS so Until lawyer fans are name number 1 Camara, Epomodi Timiaje, Nra, Oranichoma Sanko, SHSwa, Neza Sankriguano, Nra, na F Papa, Zero Hunzena recovery, Nini Adene Coson, Coach Abdul Crime Zito, and evidence fixtures and Bobo Boswa, na Quime, and all fast way di Hunjma, see, and Obomodi, Eyano.
And then manage the players too. The most important thing is the resting period, where I make sure that they rest for the next assignment. Again, I've been saying it all the time. The moment you allow yourself to be recruited by any institution, that is your destiny and you have to go by it. So those of us here, we agreed to work for Asante Kotoko. So whatever situation we find ourselves in, we have to change the narrative and then do our best to achieve our target. Well, we have to manage ourselves, and I have to do my best and then manage the players too.
Now the ABOU commander of the head to get a fan and rock Kotoko Yadian Fakye Papa, our Momodian Sankregua, SHS, no more boss, you know, Mr. Olunzo, a Pomodi Cassere Fowl, Chesenra, no mania Japa. Na win your first time at team B abaho. Na or can't add teams in as a mobile patem or come order ho. Mobiting your banner de on Pessa Muyabia, my papa Bessie, and Mr. Olonzo, a bomb of the chance anymore at the chair.
Oh, but they're not here now, but proud to Omocamino, my letters on my bay training was after their match with some matches. But young Dan so diet that say, Omuyo make gifting with 2 balls. Into born in the past, say, Omuyo training on my mind boss man. The doors in the open and mostly in the clubs, on say, on the year on Mushe Cups, Bibia say, last 2 weeks or so. All Blacks, Ebaha, okay, training, Ewaha, no more coy. Into expect more clubs, Embra, say, number more training, the more mobile, and obey a form of motivation. I'm a footballer now, or Mohano. And obey a form of motivation. I'm a sports players, you know, or more Ewahano, because you know, say, for the first time, that's a student, a player like Kamara, student, a player like Samba O'Neill. Student, a player like Aquaco or something. I also say, for instance, coach and the head coach, any assistant coach Hamza, at the mine. Interbestum the clubs, and I am on bra, I say frequently, number your mood training, I say, the more mobile. That one alone, could be motivation factor, my place now, or more put to or more all.
Until lawyer sportsmaster, Sankregua, SHS, Mr. Olonzo. And I was in the holding in common in Yajepa, Kaya Crobia, Mofa, Subabi Ramo, a Babe Mom boss, Munusa Monje, Namonsoya, Namodi was we be motivating and Quadano. See, more Patamon Mori in inter schools and everything, a Sanku SHS Yamo Metiamo Bruta. Now, Kembra, not here any uncle, but Time Papansa, Papa G is upon. And the Koji 21 days at Macran and Papa Jay. Now, Papa Pancasa, Babontia Babe Casa, now, meeting some Kakram Papaka. Area found.
If you know Coach well, people know my history. We know that there are many teams I have coached in this country. I played them from relegation, including Manchester Asante Kotoko. Where I went there, I was there in Barcelona for the Olympic Games. I went there, they were struggling with Kumaprim stars. I beat them. I lost only 1 match in Kumasi. I won the league for Asante Kotoko. We went to Africa. You know, Olympics 6 times. 6 times I built them. Dwarfs, one of them. Aqua United, mention them. So this was a small job for me to do. But what I'm saying is that if the materials who you are going to use are not motivated, there's nothing you can do. In all these clubs that I went, the management was beside me. They were helping me. If I started something, they took my advice. So they were bailed out of the relegation. You know, but here you don't have anybody to talk to. Because the chairman doesn't talk to you. He doesn't know you. Those who are around, you only see the team manager around. And then sometimes the players come. I mean, oh no, Charlie.
amano ne na amano ne nsem no to aso enfama ken bi aboko there
nyame adum kwaku na so
mezo mo wedding said na big game never so
oh yes nsem bebrebe ba na Madrid ejadam say players in be pese Alonso ko and then Alonso birthday and then Alonso adi 44 years nti Madrid manager no on some Madrid got 3 games without a win.
Yeah.
The last 3 games Madrid nyanya win. And the game against Olympiacos, they made and it's a Madrid and winner on bet major and cry. Madrid in Pani Fasha send Zinedine Zidane. Edin Como a person obefer Dumano as a temporary.
Mumbo season anyway.
Bibisa also after World Cup and obefer France national team.
Zidane say Alonso kwa
Zidane beba. And say team I feel Liverpool. Eso person mo pamo ana slot. Se Champions League week we mo ankoya. On betuma pamo no. So mo pamo ana slot a. Omo de Alonso beba. Liverpool for so mo say day Madrid be pamo Alonso. So mo pamo Alonso pe. Liverpool be pamo ana slot. No mo de Alonso aba. Na Madrid akofa Zinedine Zidane. Edna ba. O say the permutation it here no. Yeah, you baby akobabi.
Again. I do we interesting part.
Oh yes. On send we am breaking be man say. Players no empanyimfo no say one. Attitude on the pitch enye. Ora ukọ locker room dressing room Alonso alusu. Oni players no connection no asay. Ene say enua Vini Junior ko ka kire empanyimfo say Alonso begu so manager renew anu onye. On renew ta. And omunya no kwan wonko ama Rafael Nadal abekika bi kra de Vini Junior nti say the permutation it here no
akire ya minister ba everybody be for but get interesting hey footballers akala kill no more delay and why careful
player ba ko Madrid on the be sibia on fa ho ye Jude Bellingham on the Alonso be ko on fa ho Alonso nko on fa ho na Vini Junior Rodrigo Hendrick Omunyina pese ye pam Valverde Benya Alonso ko Mbappe Courtois omuno Alonso camp o ka bibi na so omugina wa mbekwa ko Alonso amane
Alonso tene
o ne nyina sa dwuma ide
hey Luther oh yeah have you
nti say di akwa no
we are reho pa okay
we say ekoba say Olympiacos game no konwe ne se a and the Alonso
na kin dey dey very nice but omo person omo bo abra ombebo ampao
oh yes
ombebo abro
oh yes
football is
player no from Morocco no
Brahim Diaz
ono kra wanyada Alonso obenya nka Alonso nko
Alonso ogura value no what try Liverpool si kra je nejuma Real Madrid dey o ba 50 plus o boy a young coach dey aba be struggle yeah Zidane dey o pa no
and the big game pass o Chelsea squad on the Champions League no akaba ko pe no see ya be
Chelsea squad on my last Champions League
akaba Luis James
okay
on say Chelsea ni Barcelona obi amon yonko
yeah
omu meetings no draw near
but I really respect Chelsea on my record against Spanish teams
oh yeah
and the one I'm obeying who kakra but one waka the more you say Madrid for your mom kwada we know more no bromo we know more no bromo but it seems that Chelsea deal will record you against Spanish teams now I know them but I'm sure I'm all the best I mean the baby I'm in hunting I can't I'm a cover bia ti talking here go
me da same pronunciation so na no pai na you be breaking it down na you touching it down na you knocking it down na you jaja mu yon power am no nsemo ma me mfa under 17 World Cup eguso todwa e wo Qatar semi final game na team abaso na say yenya two teams a be Ramo final wo Qatar na Ramo the final four semi final games no Senatoja and Rakopima Austria under 17 and Italy na share in Austria winning 2-0 Pemo de Fana and watch Portugal under 17 and Brazil under 17 and so Ramo Fana na Ebana we semi final no Portugal and Brazil then 0-0 and penalties and Portugal and winning 6-5 me no Portugal advance under 17 17 World Cup final. So Roma under 17 World Cup final. Seta Portugal, Austria under 17 and Portugal under 17 and the Pimso. Now Roma Ronaldo on Quano, Wabo Portugal under 17, Waboma Baso, Wamam congratulations, Sam Quadano, Timato man and Matima qualify, Kokopim, so our World Cup final. I'm a Belsoya Kama, Nami Pacho Koroma, Aquadapi Ed Sampa, Aquadan at the Moza, my friend Johannes Moza, na Quadawe, say World Cup or Genedim Papa, na Johannes Moza, so far, or Ram our fan and outra, ne start Texas and record in a year, or Ram under 17 World Cup way, Tim Bia Obesha, only one country pair and went to answer New Zealand, or share Italy, or ball 2 goals, Japan, or ball Ego Bakutiamo, or England Shire, or ball 2 goals, only Tunisia share 1 goal, New Zealand 1 goal, or Mali, or ball 1 goal and 1 assist, Saudi Arabia, and also the Bakwatum, Editamo, Chelsea Bino, so far, or yeah, Juma World Cup, and I am by now, a friend Johannes Mose, and no Edeba, not Mammy and breaking on my down, as for Enfamo, as so Urama, Mammy from Major European Leagues, Monday night football, to 22 to drama highlights, no, not Yanya Juma, Urama Manchester United, and no Old Trafford, now no day, and no United Popo, United Metatawo, a Manchester, Ajamrewa, Atetem Corona, Manchester United, on Pama was Seria on Serequaka, na Enra, Omuta Old Trafford, Emma Everton, Eba Ball, me Pacho 1-0, the two Pabin Everton, the form, Pacho, Omo Ball, 10 men against 11, Omo player Baku Kwadi red card, me don't send Pibaba, Fatu team, David Moyes, coach Everton. For the first time, we're winning game with Old Trafford. Welcome one, we're Old Trafford 18 times. Now previously 17 times. No, I call Old Trafford. Native Moise team. So be winning. So Rama for the first time, we're winning game with Old Trafford. And we are David Moise. No. Now boy now shall go to my Everton former a Chelsea player Dewsbury Hall and a shall go back to Tota to my Everton maybe so I come. Na ensempio ha mi be chechamo aso adama na me patcho ma the red card incident no image sene ba ye pero adama enro boy na friend Idrissa Ghana guy aso ekwodi red card na me patcho korama PNC da SM patcho player on one kasa opponent teammate na what the red card the last time PCL 2008 Stoke City omu player Ricardo Fuller me patcho one kasa elbow any teammate so na omo ball against West Ham na Stoke City na elbow na Ricardo Fuller ekoboni teammate asum ye uniform na 28 December 2008 urama 24th November me patcho 2025 by na friend Idrissa Ghana guy wa company teammate in patcho Michael Kane wa company asum ama so fireman red card enye so kotwa United player on one teammate and wa company asum ama red card in edina frame mama me patcho video no after the red card incident Michael Kane na OTT boy na time na where so you should stop it enyina ba mu mad enyina ba mu asa Ghana guy you are mad you are stupid ama me patcho goalkeeper and the ram be pata or pata for deal pa drew pa na goalkeeper Idrissa Ghana guy piano simu nyame onim sam ye tentia no me ya small it onim sam fra bibram ha me ye ko dake me hye brutal me bon brutal mo man 10 in the stage no mo man na dan no omra no edesi ya ye church am breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya church am yompo aso adama na mesel bank game no wa pay atuma pay aso adama mo na ukorama game sound to eso timi todwa wo me patcho Major European Leagues no na Espanyol game no so etimi aba so na me patcho me yenya Espanyol aso game no ba so no resource buy na no den aso ete ema wo enra urama mo game no na da so no omo ewini ye me patcho 2-1 ema bibia ɛso atimi yɛ kama ɛdima Espanyol bobo ekuo no na wo enjoy highlight no ɛso ɛkakra na bia so atimi yɛ fan ɛno ɛna da so wala liga mo na ɛyɛ Monday night football ɛna no etimi etodwa na me patro Espanyol chi Sevilla bon 2-1 no my enko Serie A na nye Torino ɛso tire fem akomo Fabregas team no epe win me patro 5-1 na wo twa ɛyɛ Fabregas ɛyɛ ni team koma ɔmo tadwa jam sa play was so ba Branta na Sifri Ghana na so a Dutch player you say ne mamen papa Ghana you fed a day na eno a day eso bogo emienu adima team efre no me patro komo na me bra eso aye kama na urama ne se jenti na day e sha to go na niko pass e de bako ka ho eno ene da so ye jeja mom eno achi Sassuolo eso ne pizza e game ne etodwa eno ekwa 2-2 eno highlight na da so a wo enjoy kakra wo Sassuolo na se game no na no day na game no ekman ko 2-2 no na ne manja mate Serbia Busquets e go Edma Sassuolo na so no eno moment 20 fie enya 3 maximum points ban na kwa 2-2 eno edeba ye checha ma breaking it down na ya touching it down eso edema mo dwumaje no so na me patro ma me boy na wo shall go edema Everton Dewsbury Hall after the game what in some people da ye boy in sama what the two after the game na we boy a former Chelsea player no okasa kakra yenti.
Because Seamus had to go off early with injury. That was in the first 10 minutes, and then you were down to 10 after just 13 minutes. What was your take on what happened there between Michael Keane and Idrissa Gueye? Because it's only the third incident in Premier League history when a player has been sent off for violent conduct, you know, for an attack on his own player.
Yeah, like you said, we started really well, and then obviously the situation happened. I think it was just a moment of madness, and yeah, it was obviously avoidable. But look, all I can say is Idrissa's apologised to us all at full time and said his piece. And look, that's all he can do. We move on from it. But I just thought the reaction from the lads after that was unbelievable, top tier, because.
And no, and some of the goal scorer, the match winner, and you Dewsbury Hall, and the two just said they see an unfortunate incident they see now point out Pacho, now me Pacho for Ghana guy and apology bra, and after the game, on what on IGP, echo posted to all, I saw Pacho, way Pacho on one Casanadiano, not in church, I want to apologize first to my teammate Michael Keane. I take full responsibility for my reaction. I also apologize to my teammate, the staff, the fans and the club. What happened does not reflect who I am or the values I stand for. Emotions can run high, but nothing justifies such behavior. I will make sure it never happens again. Idrissa Ghana guy and a day at Chopper Timaba. Now, Openina, your friend David Moyes, on so Babon Tababa Casa. Now, intense cover side incident. No, team my friend Everton boss no.
When I saw it, I didn't think there was anything in it. I didn't think they were going to. I was a bit annoyed that they were challenging each other at the time, but I was also quite pleased. Quite pleased they were fighting each other, because it showed me that they cared, and it showed me that there was a bit of that, and that's what's in Everton. We're trying to demand higher standards from everybody. So I can't quite work it out if it was Keno's bad ball or if it was.
Was so on the MON-FRI and Yanwa was in any J. So players me with the same team for match no more. Actually, Pia come on pass or die for the team. When person will pass a ball, or Pia Pessoya, then you Pia the ball. And 20 won't be Poniasi. Now, Mammy Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim on Swakasa was what didn't Kenukas referee, Idrissa Ghana guy, Nenukasan can referee in frame. Actually, said your Omani Bra. Or Musiaka, Ruben Amorim.
Given the way that the play was set up, there's been a sense of embarrassment that the team that are literally fighting each other were able to come together and produce that performance when it feels like you're sort of saying maybe your players didn't have that fight themselves in this game, so to sense that moment and go for it.
First of all, it was also 11v11. I felt since the first moments you can feel it. And then fighting is not a bad thing. Fighting doesn't mean that they don't like each other. Fighting is that you lose the ball, I will fight you because we will suffer a goal. That was my feeling when I watched.
Also fighting. It doesn't mean that omo mpam oneself. No chance that omo ya adwuma obi abeso be lusu ball and you Ruben Amorim. No we no say yam hihye no yam hihye no. On pese they see last season Premier League no ebibetu United be bon so omofro no matia ba omo win game way na omo lusu the biggest fear Ruben Amorim.
Most frustrated this season when there's been an opportunity to talk about it, given the results this weekend.
Also, that is also one of the reasons, but I feel afraid of returning of this feeling of last season. That is my biggest concern. So we need to work together. We are going to work together. I'm not.
Now when him so pain in a record na time, Ruben Amorim of Fire United Dumano, and now was exactly 1 year pe. Na ebinsi da, as Manchester United elbow ball Trafford, near short team beat red card. Now all ball 10 against 11. Na team United, and now and a beat etmisia for the first time. Old Trafford. Now all 5 team no and so far the record Premier League no, we 34 Premier League games. We're winning just 9, we're losing 18, and we're draw 7. And Yakra now Ruben Amorim Ubakaya or Fire United at Jumano 24th and November 2024. The first game of ball 1-1 Okwawe a befa run player and no was a Zale 1 year pepe now best celebrating 1 year anniversary. What didn't go home and no Evertiano Betian or Matana Bakwamanra the 1 year anniversary now Koye and Farmer Ruben Amorim and no Adia Paye Chechamo. Now you're breaking it down, now you're touching it down and tell your Pusansa Kunya Mopino and so Ulusuyana was unfair no excuse and we caught down one bobo one casadiano now after the game hunanima now we disappointed not frustration at to Ruben Amorim and we but my EPL table near Babia Manchester United says Ultra United or that 10th position or says Tottenham at the 9th with 18 points United at 10 with 18 points Everton at the 11th with 18 points. Liverpool at 12 with 18 points. And no at the Empire Chechamo. Not yet breaking it down, touching it down. As for at the Amamo, not me patro, Mamina Juma, Emma Oko, a Super Liga, a European Super League, almost the UEFA Cocord, almost 4.5 billion euros. At the free me patro UEFA, at there, almost see UEFA for this row, the Omo Edge, Omo competition, Omo accredited damages, at Dama European Super League no omo ntiase omo pass omo ba abe compete omo pese omo exercise monopoly saje no omo ntoaso omo nyintom entom the UEFA Copemo Court akosiki damages na mami UEFA Champions League and the match is betotwa and the early kick off ball 5:45 Ajax and Benfica and watch Galatasaray Babo Union Saint-Etienne na me pacho Roma Dortmund ball VRL and we are 8 p.m. Bordeaux Juventus 8 p.m. Chelsea Barcelona 8 p.m. Man City Leverkusen Marseille Newcastle Napoli Qarabag Slava Praha Athletic Bilbao and no Edeba na Mamim Famao SL Roma Victor Osimhen one Mario Lamina Jamet 2 players no and the gamer Galatasaray Babo Ntimi Nsiakai Nemo weekend way Galatasaray Fenerbahce Victor Osimhen and Mario Lemina on betme jam 70% sure Esom Pabo at the Ama Galatasaray Yenya video no to Barcelona Omo Gala suit dressing no and no Barca free Spain akopia mo London Omo Omo Gala suit no na no den place na kikanto so Omo drepe ye amani ye fe amani ye kama mame Barca arrival London and Ratama Barcelona touch it down London as when you no Barca ye kama team Barca omunie dressing ye kama omune bano no omu drew every airport omu ram team hotel Barca ye kama Barcelona no omu ram team hotel as when you no omu chama Barca try fine no the dopama so no me patro mam one la porta late Bedru hotel no bedrena supporters so omu budget presido so la porta abra presido Ramo hotel on patro and also ebaba enu ne la porta siente fans ne kakra
una foto già aquí un saludo aquí guardo una foto
no, I had down no. Now, mame Barca training. Now, me try Lamine Yamal scoring or go no. Now, say so qua your friend Lamine LeBron Yamal. Now, and now we try help Lamine Yamal Barca players no. And now pa sinkire day na ubase totas no ball na bucket no NBA 4 bucket no there omoto ball this no Lamine Yamal friend LeBron Yamal or ball no edikoto bucket no na kodana ni papa just why ready for Chelsea no Lamine LeBron Yamal na yeso mu fi Barcelona ba no omu enkomo mu Diaz na play ni to enyina no say omu timinya point was Stamford Bridge just omu qualify from the group stage I'm a Barca to my camera and no edeba mame lunch no and Barca any Chelsea executives as usual omu lunch no so to be pass so I'm a Barca camera we video no bra Chelsea and Barcelona executives no omu share no na was so mu titi kakra na be play camera we no na ye dinner on set team kodru anwumre entina was anwumre no mu kodidi entina ye dinner and a Chelsea and Barca executives equity didi nkomo pre am a Brian fine mame Stamford Bridge you said the Stamford Bridge at here stadium no massa are ready stadium no for the big game and no and a down ehome tete na Brian Kama na mame behind the scenes reporter no what you run Stamford Bridge and said the itinerary no bako baby on be giant interviews baby players befa on Sunday the 20th of Barcelona with 1,700 supporters and no moba and to Ramos Stamford Bridge and on a reporter na Daruma baby on better interview after a game no a post match and what dear room locker room and me ahodo and a reporter na Stamford Bridge no a game no I ready and a buy baso I'm a Barca fine and no at the top of my swag me jama breaking it down mame all time meetings and we are Barcelona any chance of meetings so far Chelsea winning 4 and Urama Barcelona winning 4 and emu 6 I draw enti ultra next way winning 4 and Barca winning 4 and Chelsea winning 4 and emu 6 I draw results and a down Obeka Barca Chelsea 5-1 pen Chelsea chop Barcelona and also 3-1 pen 2-1 about 4-2 Chelsea winning 4-2 Tia Barca Stamford Bridge Abe winning 2-1 pen 1-1 draw about 0-0 draw 1-1 draw 2-2 draw results run one day not me patrolling na ya DCA mame tama Rafinha mo eba press conference entry no Crony Hansi Flick and omo press conference come first ram what ho Rafinha na video na no day abra all ram ni onini and what Durak time you see so dirty James eba no with their day we bow here no bow dirty James na the chance go come chasama sa we akata boy and na the Brazilian boy to be a boni tiama bia aso ayakama na Orion friend Hansi Flick Eddie Kasaye Hansi Flick akasa about Rafinha esa Rafinha bana wa bano then we expect from Rafinha.
Of course, step by step. It's also with Rafa. So for me, it's important thing is that he is back, and about the minutes, about how long he will play, we decide. I think he get a re-injury.
or step by step and omotra important as Rafinha aba back or Kasaye about Chelsea team no was the Chelsea team so enter the Hansi Flick Kafa.
I think that, like he said before, it's one of the best team. I think also in the world. It's the evolution here in the club, the change in the club. It's very fantastic. There's a lot of young players, a fantastic coach, who give them an identity to play football. It's really great to see. Every match I see. I really
now, as a Chelsea, one of the big teams, a great team, or more young players, Paul Mabaso, and Okasa or Pep Guardiola, as a Pep, dear, Obepemu, a German, on Wosuya, dear, we are Kaka, every Pep or Sadia Enzo Maresca, as was Suya, every Pep, or and to Pep, you'll be also on Panabaso. Now, Rafinha so Kasaye, Yabusaso on compare, Lamini Shamani, Estava William, wasn't Quadania 2 players. Almost spectacular quality. Na coming years in Kwadawe career, or better best A place where we are say, so Omutimi Shomuya. Now, Bassa for Julian Alvarez. Yes, I didn't advance. Yes, Barcelona contacted Atletico Madrid. I saw Julian Alvarez. I'm a Biaswa Yakema, and no Edia Paco Palma. Mammy Chelsea training on Emion San Paco Palma Baba, and Ramo Copana, Paco Palma near AD training na trama by kama na yase boy bakwa ko pama by na ni jepa boyfriend Benoit Badiachel on send chocho mucho no na ni je na no boy na Enzo Fernandez ahage boy na me patron friend Estava William mamisa training ngusa etoda no obonse mamisa video no na ye unsampa abromu ye training no ya desa bibia ye kama na boy na Enzo enye or beha boy no I'm a biaswa ye kama and no ed dawa ye jejamo na ya breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down e jejamu yompo eso edama Newcastle ball e me patro ma say na we me patro de da swini we Chelsea the last Champions League win here 2021 winning squad only one player per na Reece James anya so mo kanyina ekro omo team no na me patro enra mama fa video ntwama producer sem fama mo but me Everton players no time omo free Old Trafford apie no no mani ajepa wo Jack Grealish na okọ na nani aje na o sresre na o momwe wo a video na wo Everton players omo free Old Trafford anije and omo de ko atwama bia kama na opanyina friend Jimmy Carragher was say this is the timer and was Liverpool players babon tempe kasa na no cre Mohamed Salah say ubetis for kasa just a man of the match.
Say on the back of all these Liverpool defeats, it's always Virgil van Dijk who comes out. And as I said, the captain should do that and should be, but there should be other players in that dressing room coming out and speaking for the club. A year ago this weekend, Mo Salah wasn't shy in coming out and speaking about his own situation, about the club not offering him a contract.
Now only honest as a Barcelona pa a country bia and Barcelona omo bobe division 2 division 3 what the cap 1.3 billion euros now obo elite league was Spain was so Timothy omo na urama opanyeva Rafael Nadal ono se Vini Junior then Junior wo ya no sa no jai na concentrate on the ball so timi ko katam panyin force me no sa Alonso oda me free team no makro me mo team no game sa no na boy ne enye one sesa enu yen samo ranja tuga na urama Liverpool demetia boy ne friend Antoine Semenyo so far o ma so mu din komo 65 million pounds 70 million euros o mo si gino mo ready o mo edi kwan a o mo befa so tresika for Semenyo edina kwanyo no kwama gay ono so mo si 40 million euros Liverpool for a person befa ne din ko na bibia so etimi akama na mami monitor enra Kylian Mbappe agene Pichichi award no we video no awards no to dwa na wo Mbappe agene Pichichi award extrasampa obaduma emabia ko kama Jano Black also age Zamora award as the best goalkeeper and wajuma be kama na Santi Cazorla also age fan award emabia so etimi akọ kama also age emawomo na urama me pacho etima friend Juventus almost arrive I'm a player come Juventus arrival no and a tower ye jeja omo arrival you know almost say a room our pitch for pitch inspection omo rum pepia kenu betoda eso mu kwen inspect se bia kama no and a dash players no na me patcho me athletic beba omo players no omo arrival na slow talk omo toto snowball at the bomb ho ever se bia betuma ye kama eso at the amoma Newcastle supporters ewramu o Marseille omo trasampa ya ba ma ye do ye omo esunie omo twama bia ye kama supporters no na Newcastle for ekwaye training babia game no betoga Olympic Marseille omo bomb game twama bia so ye fine eno ededawa ye de emam ene anopai odwumade no so ebrano ko ye nyina so ne mfa nsama odo a ye bobo no enanopai ewo eye Fakye TV so emfa mama bas digital satellite yenye jamuma se bas ese decoder ne de enya na so ya wunya papa no obakwa fa imite enso mu na atekro awia ebo na atekro bas se brana so utu akoton en ho na obenya decoder papa decoder bia bi ho obema decoder obetwa untu ahwe u decoder na u bosome so twa bibia o won hyehyɛ tema obetwa ne kakrakra na bia so ya fine enu ya bas digital satellite was say multi-choice Ghana amani to me krata where authorized dealer and tisawo Ghana babia o friend back na open doso pot wakoton what the bra uwadwuma o diko dana say 1 ton 1 hot friend or baba betwa service in kama diamam or so sesa or best send the code no and wachi DSTV centers hotel for pub for restaurant for bebel pedi quota there a bus digital satellite was Kumasi Brepo Junction or Udrop Busase Junction across Swami Mayan Kana way and a Kotoko Junction way and a ship mum ho and a bus and what do Junction wa a Brepo Junction mem faka bib one and tap and best mem you know drew 0556 287757 bars digital satellite na darumani edi tumade betam meeting edilu takinoti ABOU diabinka nas bid executive producer and watchame edi tumade betam South na the youngest Kofi Ayu Philip a by master planner also a by a cameraman a Lord Asamoah Obama edi tumade a bread obi piasa about 3 p.m. special one Big brother maestro, the punch man, Ricardo Varas, and the super duper ABOU Dhabi, and the production team, about the Fakye afternoon sports. At the Abetai, don't be when the Fakye TV and normal pa, and your dema ya crowd.